All right, it is time at last where we're going to remake Pet Sematary.
It was bound to happen eventually. I'm glad that I was alive when it did, so I can shit on it no matter how good it is. Thank you. Welcome to my TED Talk.
So I wonder, because Pet Sematary, it holds up decently well. I'm wondering...
We watched it.
Yeah.
I think it was one of my highest rated things. I gave it a 7 or 8 out of 10. I think that movie's great.
I wonder if they're going to change... like what exactly the path to get to the cemetery is. All right, follow me through night and day walking. That was my only thing where I'm like, that seems strange. I don't know if that would work. But
I remember laughing at some stuff. We have the Stephen King, like, you're like
the
dead.
preacher cameo?
Well, okay, it's like the cameo preacher at the funeral for the person that ended up being meaningless.
Yeah.
And like the like dead semi-homoerotic jogger with the short shorts coming back over and over again to explain stuff with his gaping head wound or whatever. The weird, horrible CG when he's walking with his dead son that goes boo and like shoots at the camera and stuff.
What do you think will be updated for modern times in this retelling?
They'll probably take a lot of the stuff I just mentioned. Well, no, they won't take it out.
You're definitely going to still have the kid that dies.
Yeah,
in the
you need
beginning
that
that's gonna
friend,
follow him.
yeah.
You have to have him.
They might tighten it up. Honestly, plot-wise, it could get tightened up.
Definitely.
We already have to get rid of a bunch of the like performances. The Fred Wynn. Did I get a name right for the first time ever?
Potentially.
Yeah, his performance is really cool. Even the dad, like the mom, Denise Crosby and stuff. Like there's some solid stuff in that movie. Some like cringy good stuff, like when the parents are at the funeral and they freak out and all that stuff. Like, if they just take the story and tighten it up and don't get too cheesy, it could be good. Update the effects. There's a part later in the original where it looks like the possessed boy Superman's at the guy all awkwardly, right? You could do better with that.
I wonder who the child actor is. Could they possibly beat that kid?
That kid was pretty creepy. I don't like here. Sometimes Dead is Better is on the poster, right? So that feels like a meme to me. That feels like
I think that it's okay to say that now because no one who's seeing this hasn't seen the first one. Like
No, I know, but me and my dad quoted that to each other for our whole lives. It's like a joking thing. It's like a reference to that, and like you say it the way the guy said it, it's like a meme-y thing. So I feel like putting it on there indicates we might be going in the wrong direction, but we'll have to watch the trailer to find out.
I read nothing into it being there. I don't think one way or other it will affect us, but let's check it out. So I love John Lithgow, but everything else about this movie just looks like a B-movie version of Pet Sematary.
I like reacted like this when they showed because it's just showing the woods and going like the dunk dunk like drum thing, and we've just watched Hereditary, so I said out loud naked cultists or whatever, and then we have child cultists with child masks, like they know it's a thing, like they're doing the pet thing, they have pet masks on. Oh my god.
No.
Not a fan, right?
Not a fan at all. There's something about movies where I feel like I can tell I'm not going to like them almost from the beginning when there's a visual look where things are slightly washed out more than they should be.
Okay.
And like that's usually a tell of like oh, I'm going to be up my own ass, or I'm out of my depth, or something. I think it's either a
washed out, I would say like muted or something.
Yeah, muted.
Okay. Like
muted, washed out.
Lower contrast,
yes.
Right? We like stuff edgy, high contrast, in your face.
No, there's a certain type of like the exact color grading when I'm looking at it going like, all right, I'm probably gonna dislike this, and it's weird to say.
I don't like you.
It's weird to say, but like almost everything that is done in that color grade is of the same quality level where it feels like it's a fake movie trying to be a movie type of feel, and that's kind of what I get from this. Where by comparison to your original, like this is no It, where I'm like oh, this is better because the first It had a look where it felt like a TV movie, which it was.
Yeah.
And the second one, you're like, oh, that's a high budget, Hollywood movie. This does not feel like that, and it's a lot of these roles are hard to fill the shoes of. Like John Lithgow's trying his best, but he'll never be like, sometimes Dead is better.
No, sometimes Dead is better. I'm not. Well, I don't know what the humans do. Sometimes Dead is better. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know. Oh. One of the things that I thought they had I remembered it, I would have said, "Oh, they'll probably update the stupid thing about all the trucks going by because that's the
You
reason.
thought it wouldn't be that?
Yeah, because
That's too core to the story. That
that's
couldn't
one of
be.
my main complaints about the original thing is that like if like a truck smashes into things, you're not going to reanimate them in this whole way. I don't
Yeah.
know in reality what happens when a giant truck going too fast hits you, but I assume there's not many things left to turn into a monstrous
Well, I don't
resurrected
think the
thing.
key is that you don't really need any of your innards to work. You're meaning there's
I don't
no
even
outers.
I don't even know if you stay together or
Cats
whatever.
and dogs and stuff usually just flatten out. Like
Right,
it seems
right,
like they just
right
do
under
that.
the wheel.
But yeah, humans get obliterated,
I would think. I could be wrong.
especially like a
I
3-year-old
know.
boy
Yes.
who's like the size of a tire.
And I don't know. I could just be wrong. It could be fine, but it just seems like such a weird thing about your story about resurrection. Like you know, like in a place where you could have people drowned or like something else could happen, right? Some other place they could fall, they could drown, they could do whatever. There could be some story about some weird haunted or not haunted thing. I don't know.
The
But
book may have like I don't know how detailed they go into things, but it might be a horrific thing, and like it might be a walking like jaggedy
okay.
arm hanging thing in
Right.
the book,
Yeah.
and it's just not presentable or marketable to do that in a movie.
Yeah.
The kid
I
though
think it would make it
actually
scarier.
has a kind of a look. The girl I don't know, but the boy kind of looks like the boy from the first one. He has like similar head structure and like a look about him, like the same kind of eyes, those like dead kind of like dolly eyes.
Dead
The
eyes
kid
like
from
a
the first one
doll's
though
eyes.
was exceptional.
Exceptionally creepy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
I know.
like you can't find a like little person like that.
No, and like the dad actually looks fine to me. I forget that guy's name,
I've
but
seen
he's
him in
been
things, yeah.
in a bunch of things, and he seems to be doing okay. So there's little hints that they left in a lot of the stuff, like he wakes up and his feet are dirty, and
Yeah.
there's like footprints, and it's like what's going on? He has the scalpel, right? So it seems like they're gonna keep some stuff. We do see a dude with a head wound, right? We see all those elements.
Yeah, it's borderline like the same story. Potentially
Yeah.
the stuff about the kids in the masks might even be in the book. It might have just got left out of the first one.
Those books. Never read, kids. Books are bad. Do you think that it ends the same way? Do you think this is
Yes.
like a beat for beat thing?
I think it'll end the same way. I think they will attempt to make more of these. I think that'll be it.
Oh boy, were there more Pet Cemeteries? Do you mean more Pet Cemeteries, or do you
Yeah.
mean okay? Were there more sequels to that from the original?
There's Pet Sematary too.
Oh well, I know too. Yeah, I mean,
I don't remember if there was any more.
sometimes there's a horror movie or movies that actually there's 8 of them and I just don't know it or something like that. So, no, I like Pet Cemetery 2 a lot too. I like Clancy Brown and weird stepdad
Sure.
memes. But where do we land on this? You
I
seem
have
to be in
no
a
desire
solid
to see
thumbs
this.
down. I would love to see it for research purposes, but I think that it may be bad. I don't know. I don't have quite the same visceral reaction to it that you do.
I think if
but
this
some of
was
the-
not, if you had not seen Pet Sematary and liked Pet Sematary,
Oh,
if
yeah.
this was a brand new movie, you'd have no interest in this.
This is the problem, right? Because this relies on you having seen. Is that okay though? Because Pet Sematary is so iconic. Like they hang on the picture of the cat as if that's supposed to be enough, and the cat looks awesome. But the picture of the cat as if that's enough to connect everything that things are coming back from the dead or whatever. If you bury them in the Pet Cemetery, I would be very distracted by these child. Civil War drum line of like weird cult children to even pick up on that. I think it would be very weird for me. I think we can just say thumbs down though.
Yeah, thumbs down. All right, guys,
I'll watch
that's
it,
our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching Just Daggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.